Okay, we are live. Let me just get the link for this so I can tweet it out. Should be an easy way to do that. Right, there we go. Grab that. Share. Copy. Post. Okay, welcome to the stream today, guys. Gonna continue building products with AI. Building them live and sharing it all with you. Okay. So, we've done a few things since yesterday's stream. I've been working a bit on the content generation thing. It's called Shorts Pipeline for now, but it's not going to be called that. It'll be called something actually sensible at some point. I've also been working with the go ahead and fix it, use React as the plan states. So I've been working a bit with OpenClaw bots that I built. It's currently running mini-max, I think. Trying to build the insider trading detection system on Polymarket. It's not going great so far, would be my estimation of it. But we're exploring it, seeing how far we can get with it. Here, this is just Claude doing some stuff for the Shorts pipeline content generator tool, building some features into building it into a proper SaaS product. On openly.bet, we didn't make any bets last night. The issue was we couldn't match the fixtures for this game for some reason. It didn't match correctly, so we didn't make a bet. But we've got some tonight, so there's one game tonight that we should hopefully be able to get a bet on and see it all working. I added the proxy, so hopefully that will work. Because you'll see here, there's some things that don't seem to populate correctly. There's also a thing with Polymarket where it doesn't do the times of games correctly. So they're all set to 12 a.m., which is just not correct, which is slightly annoying, and that caused a bit of problems with the game matching stuff. Why it's not done that. Let's look at it. Yeah, so you'll see here they're all just set to 12 a.m., which is not correct. They're all at different times. So that was a bit of a pain. Hopefully it's fixed now, but we will see. So yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. As always, get involved in the chat. Ask any questions. We're going at a quick pace today, so we'll see what we can build, see how far we actually get, and see what we can do, basically. So yeah, the plan currently is to get further with the content generation stuff, as I want to start using that myself, and I also want to start making more content with it, with YouTube and stuff. We're turning it into a full SaaS product, and Claude has been working on some of the conversions to that. I think it was just 1.8 that it's been doing. 8.1, sorry, just adding in user authentication and that kind of stuff. It's taken quite a long time today to get stuff going. Maybe it's doing all phases in phase 8, which would be cool, but I don't know whether it is. See, it's changed a lot of files, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, in terms of the Clawbot flow, so this one currently only uses one agent, just a builder agent, and it's not great, to be honest. Yes, you should. Yeah, you can just ignore node modules, and then obviously locally the Docker will install it themselves, so it's not an issue. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else we have done, really. We did make a change to the public website. So we should have on here now 1 human NAI, so kind of the exploration of building 0 human companies, or 1 human company in this case, and then multiple AI. I've not added any data to this yet. We will need to do that at some point to get that all going, to keep track of it. But again, because we're in the like super early stages of exploring that, we'll add it as we go, basically. Okay, so this conversation here with Opus is basically me trying to get Opus to come up with a full document of how to set up OpenClaw with Claude as the coding agent, with things like browser emulation, Git access, like all of the stuff that I need to get it to kind of be a 0 human company, basically. Well, a 0 human like agency, I guess. Like the idea would be that I'm prompting it and asking it to do stuff and fix stuff, and then it kind of goes and does it and just kind of triggers other agents and gets all the stuff going, basically. And then I'm just kind of the guiding principle, I guess, behind it. So we'll see how far we get with this. So we'll follow this guide and see what we can get going. I've not read it yet. One thing I need to make sure that it's doing is not using Claude as the LLM provider. Not using Claude as an API key, rather using Claude as the CLI. So I'll add another account to Claude, and then hopefully we can go and use Claude that way. Let me just make sure that's the plan for this. Can you please confirm that we are using the Claude Code CLI and not the Anthropic API? So we're not making the calls with the API key and credits. We're using a subscription via a Google account on Anthropic. That's one thing I'm not sure that we can actually. I've seen mixed things about whether we can actually do that or not, but we'll see. Because if we can't, then using Claude is a bit difficult because it's just so expensive, and I can't afford to do that, basically. Because Opus is like $40 per 1million tokens or something ridiculous. Like we used it a little bit for when we first started playing with OpenCode, but it was like $7 to create a Django boilerplate, which was ridiculous, basically. So can't afford that. And as we've seen, Claude is definitely the best model for coding by a long way. So we will get that fixed. Okay, for me to test locally, how do I create an account locally? Can we populate it with some dev accounts or something? So I do want to show you this kind of full product if we can. I've not really seen it yet either, so it'll be interesting to see where we are with it. Is there any sign up will require real email, which will fail yet? Okay, yeah, so it should create that, so allow me to do a seed account, so I can test locally, which would be good. But yeah, the plan is to like obviously offer, like provide that one. I guess not subscribed yet. That's fine. We'll sort that out. Yeah, obviously the plan is with the content generation thing. I need to come up with a name for it. But yeah, it's to offer it as a full SaaS product. And you'll see me using it, and you'll see me building content with it, and you'll see the results, and we'll analyze it on stream and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting. Let's see, dev. Okay, how do I run that script? I'm guessing it's just UV run. I don't know why I need to ask it first. That's the thumbnail generation. Get rid of that. Yeah, if you're new to the stream, guys, welcome. As I say, get involved in the chat. More than happy to talk to you all and answer questions and stuff. We're using UV though, right? So it should just be UV run Python blah blah blah. Yeah, there we go. Right. So let's see if we can get that to. I probably need to be up one. Okay. So let's see whether that actually worked for this. I can't remember what the email said it was. dev@example.com and dev. Example.com and dev. Request failed. It's always good, isn't it? Okay, let me have a look at this and see what the database is. So the Postgres database, so we should just be able to connect to that easily enough. Let me get Table Plus up. You can have a look at what's actually in the DB. Yeah, no, I need to get a new license for it. Go away. New connection, Postgres, content, gen. Yeah, I need to come up with a name for it really. It is localhost 5432. I assume it's got access to it. That needs to be an E. It should be exposed, right? Isn't it wrong there? What is it on Docker? It's not actually up. Okay, that's probably why. What do you mean Docker compose is not? Docker compose up -d. I need to pass a file, don't I? I can never remember the bloody command for these things. It should just be something like that, right? What was it? Documents.env, no such file. We don't have any. And file. Okay, that should. Okay, should be kicking that off now. So yeah, we'll see how far we get with that then. Because hopefully that should be able to boot up and then we can run it basically. Okay, let's see if our builder agent has actually fixed the issues. It's not been very good at all at fixing stuff. Maybe again it's just my prompting or something, but it's not been great at all. And so we're using Minimax on that agent again, which I just don't think is good enough to do what I want to do with it. So hopefully we can get Claude subscription stuff working with that. So yeah, I mean, it keeps saying like it's tested stuff, but then it's just like absolutely fails so often, which is super frustrating. Okay, so then on this one, nope, that one. So getting this when trying to run Docker Compose to build the app locally. I'm sure it'll work out. Okay. So yeah, so then OpenClaw should go and pass it to the agent, and we should get a response basically for that, hopefully. Yeah, but I think we can bypass that from what I understand, though. OpenAI Kydex. So how much is OpenAI Codex then? $200 a month for. It's weird that you get like cloud. Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll see what it says. Maybe we can bypass it, maybe we can't. Let me ask in the community whether anyone's been able to do that. Has anyone been able to get Claude Code CLI working with OpenClaw, or can we only use API keys now? I think that person was asking exactly the same thing. It would suck if they blocked that. It's going to be way more expensive then. So I basically can't use Claude then for those kind of things because it's just too expensive with the API. But if that is the case, I mean, it does show that ultimately the cost of using the AI then at that point is probably more than an employee, because like I say, it costs like $6 to do like a 2-minute task of creating a Django boilerplate. So that, I mean, if that's the cost of it, then the whole idea of replacing humans with AI is just absolutely rubbish. But we'll see. So yeah, in terms of Twitter, I've got no followers really. I've got 1 follower so far. I think it's someone from the stream, but I'm not getting any traction on Twitter. I need to work out what I need to do on that one. I think someone did create a pull request actually, or fix the pull request that we have in here for Talkie Texty. Did see something about this. No description provided. New changes. What changes? I mean, there's loads of things there that I don't really want. There's lots of really cool things here. That's a lot of changes. I mean, awesome that you've created the request, but that's a lot of changes. I'll have to like look at the PR and see what it actually does. I guess we can get Claude to review it again, but we will see what it actually does. And please go and review the latest changes to this MR and come up with a commit message. Do not merge it at all. Come up with not commit message. Review. Oh, here's the ML. Okay, so that's worked. Hopefully. Oh. Five, 4, 3, 2. I mean, it's only booted up Postgres though. Does it not boot up? Didn't run just Postgres, did I? That seems to only boot up Postgres, not all of the services. Any errors? No, I couldn't see it. Oh yeah, some error there. What models have people found is the best to do coding stuff then via API keys? I've used Minimax. It doesn't seem that great. I've tried Kimi K2. It seems okay. Okay. See, one thing I'm really struggling with these agents is to get them to actually do testing stuff. Like you can say to it, like, oh, you must do testing. You must like boot the app up. You must check it all works, renders, that this API call works and stuff. And it just doesn't do it. Even if you say, right, automated tests and run those tests, it just doesn't do it, which is frustrating. I need to sign in. I don't think anyone's chatting, but yeah, guys, get involved in the chat. Let's talk. Happy to answer questions, explain what we're doing, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So hopefully this is going to build now, and I guess we can test the connection. Shorts pipeline. Shorts pipeline. Okay, so that is connected now. Obviously, either hasn't run any migrations or why is downloading Playwright? Seems odd. Okay, so I guess we need to run the migrations locally. Is it manage? Make migrate. I mean, it must be working because it's getting some data somewhere. Let's have a look. Shorts pipeline. Shorts. Maybe we just do that. Maybe that's better. New connection from URL. Import. Test. Could not translate. Okay, that's local, isn't it? Test. Okay, when I connect to the database via table plus, I don't see any tables, but it looks like we are having stuff because I've seen some tasks run. Oh yeah, we also seem to get things like Playwright and stuff installed in Docker Compose, which I don't think is correct. We shouldn't be using those in the Docker Compose or Docker file, right? Okay, like, so the fact it's errored or like it's tempted to run some stuff is kind of correct, but yeah, I mean, we just get nothing. Okay, yeah, and the actual app itself is failing. Come on. Can you please run the Docker commands, test it, make sure we're getting everything correctly? Me doing it manually is not a nice flow. So you can kill the containers that are running, you can boot it up via Docker Compose, etc., etc. I'll give you permission. Okay, let's see how far we get there. Okay, Discord. Okay, yeah, so, I mean, according to Clawbot, it's working. Chances of it actually doing what we wanted to do, based on experience, slim to none. We'll try and have faith, though. We'll try and believe in the AI. Maybe I need to move my microphone, whether it's better. I know people were complaining in the last stream it wasn't as loud as normal. Try this. Hopefully that's better. Okay, so what do we get on 3,000? Nothing. So again, like, it's just totally buggered. We had it working, and then it was like, oh, well, I'm just going to like completely rewrite the React app and get rid of it for static HTML for some reason, which I could never understand why it tried to do this. You said you've tested it, so why are we getting this error? Yeah, I mean, I've been playing around with it, and I've had it just, delete React apps and go for static HTML, just do ridiculous stuff with no sense. I'd be interested to see what's your prompt for your coding agent, if you wouldn't mind sharing. Maybe I need to have like a little filter that gets rid of ums and ers in the transcript. Hot dog bun. Yeah, I think BridgeMind. I feel like I've seen that channel before, right? There was one channel that I saw. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was BridgeMind. Yeah, this guy. Yeah. I've not watched many of his streams or anything. I've only looked like very briefly, but yeah, he was one of the inspirations behind starting this stuff, I guess. I think he does, from what I saw on his streams, though, he does, or he's building, maybe he's doing other stuff, I don't know, but he's building like AI apps to help you make AI, build with AI, basically. So like MCP servers and like a terminal for that kind of stuff. So super interesting. I guess we're going different approaches in that he's building for builders, whereas I'm building products for myself and for other people, I guess. But yeah, it was, I guess, yeah, happy to say that he was an inspiration. But yeah, I totally forgot what his channel was because I didn't subscribe or anything, but yeah, super interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting to see people doing this kind of thing and how they get on. But yeah, like in terms of business strategy, I don't know whether he's better doing that kind of stuff than what I'm planning to do. I kind of feel like everyone is currently building things like, oh, let's build a Kanban to manage manage the agentic workflow and all of this kind of stuff. So it's interesting. Yeah, he's certainly got a lot on his website. It's very cool. Hey, welcome back to the stream. Okay, yeah, so we're just getting some stuff going. What was this one? Yeah, please go ahead and post that, please. Can we also say, like, if you're going to add feature requests, they need to be separate things, explaining why you want to add them, etc. Along with like screenshots if you're doing like UI changes, feature, like recaps, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so we had a viewer submit a PR for Talkie Texty. I think he's using Gemini to do it, I think. And it's become this huge beast with so many like feature extra stuff that is just absolutely bonkers, to the point that we can't merge that in without really understanding what it all does. Like it was originally just for fixing the build on Linux, so it would be good if we could split it up into the build for the fix for the Linux build, and then adding features if we want to add extra features and make changes and stuff. Okay. So where were we? That's that done. So yeah, we should have now on here, actually, Claude should have given a huge thing. Cool. So it's basically like AI talking to AI talking to AI. That's a bit crazy, really. So yeah, so localhost 3000, do we get anything? No, still don't get anything. Did it make the change, actually? Or yes. What the hell is the try files directive? The only thing that we should have that is like test is just the test data with the flag, basically. We should still have a React application. It should not be a static HTML application. Why it's doing? I don't understand. If I look through the commits, I end up just deleting the bot and going, you can't have access to code anymore. Okay, so content gen still going. Give it access to Docker and stuff. Work out what's going on. It has also just gone crazy in that change. Just done so much stuff. Okay, everything. Well, here's a summary, right? So if I go to that, okay. Set port 8000, right? This happens when I go to localhost 8000. I don't know whether we need to go, whether that's not wired up yet. No. Okay. So it's not fixed, the stuff. Again, this is the stuff where I go like, what is it doing? Like I've given it access to things like CMux. Remember, you have access to CMux to do browser checks for this kind of stuff. And now I'm also wondering, like, does any of the end-to-end testing actually do what we want it to do? Maybe I'll leave that one for next. Okay, so that does work now. I say it works now, but we'll see. Okay, we are in, finally. Okay, so this is the idea behind this application. Whether everything works or not is entirely different. But We've got no test data. Okay, so it's not built half the stuff that it's meant to have built, which is hilarious. Yeah, so the idea behind this basically is we'll sign up to various RSS feeds. We will then get like articles and stuff here with like a summary of what they are. We will accept or reject them. It will then go generate some scripts, give us like some hooks and stuff. We can decide which ones we want to do. We make the content. It does some tagging of some kind of data stuff. And then we get some like an analytics dashboard based on the data of how the video has performed, basically. So I'm okay. All right. Okay, now it seems to be working okay now. How do we get test data in? So it would be good to view some actual test stuff. So I think in one of the features it's meant to have implemented the ability for the user to add their own things. Yeah, whether it's done that feature or not, I don't know. Okay, so apparently it's seeded some data now. Okay, there we go, right. Okay, so we do have some feed sources. So I'm guessing that they're all different user, basically. No, so that is dev. It'll probably be because it's all an admin, I guess. No, okay, so it's all just fucked, basically. All right. Okay, can we like commit all the changes as to where we are? And can you tell me where we are in phase 8 then, please? See where we get. Okay. Close that one now. Get pull. All right. Is this going to work at all? We'll see. Okay, don't really have any faith that it is. No, still. I just don't get what it's doing in the changes. Should we have a look at what it's actually changing in the commits? Because why doesn't it just give me access to the repository straight away? Right. This one. Fix nginx config. Okay, I mean, that's not going to fix anything. Config. Why we got static files? I don't understand. What? Why does the React? Oh, for fuck's sake. So again, where you go like, what is it actually doing? Why does the Docker file now not build and install the npm packages and stuff? it's just gone off the rails on that app. And it's a super simple app. There's not much in it at all, really. Yeah, I just don't get why it's... You're clearly not testing locally. You need to run Docker Compose up locally. What you need to do is wipe all your containers locally, run Docker Compose up, and check that everything is running. You then need to ping the actual web service and check that you get access to it. Curl the page and see that you get what you're expecting to see. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so he's using Codex 5.4 for coding tasks. Yeah. Okay, I mean that's kind of interesting. So maybe we'll buy a Codex subscription and try that out at some point. Okay, let's see where we are. Right, user onboarding is a natural next step. Okay. User onboarding, custom feed, source. Okay. Okay. Always does that autocomplete. I don't understand. The folder called features, so why would it go to conf test? Okay, let's just get it to run through all of these, and then we can start to... Like in theory, we're like 3 or 4 features away from having... I'm hesitant to say like a one-shot app, because it's definitely not going to be working, as we've seen. But in theory, we should have something that I can then go and like tell it to fix the stuff that it's got totally wrong and start playing around with it. I think the problem here was that I tried to do like an MVP approach of like, okay, let's build out the stuff with Django admin and kind of get it all working, and then we can add in like the UI, the fact that we want it to be multi-tenanted, the fact that we want to obviously like limit stuff per user. We probably should have just done that from the start. I think it's getting a bit confused. It's probably a learning on my part, but it shouldn't have been that complicated to do for it. So we'll see how we get on. Right. Again, you shouldn't be using the key. Use the fucking test data tool that we built. Oh, has it burnt through all my credit? I hope not. Oh, okay, it has. Right, I need to change that. Oh, dear. Okay, we'll give it $30. Right. So it cost me $15 to get a broken thing, basically. is what I describe it as, which is totally shit. Okay, let's... I don't need to do that. Right. Where can I rename this one to? Yeah, so this tool that I'm trying to get the AI to actually build here, kind of autonomously, it's not even remotely autonomously at the moment, but is the idea that we watch wallets on Polymarket, and if we get a new wallet that appears and then makes like a massive bet on a market, we can kind of assume that it's insider trading. So the example that was fairly kind of recent with this was with the American bombing of Iran. Like there were some wallets that appeared out, brand new wallets that made their first bets on the US attacking Iran when it, basically the day that it was going to happen, and obviously made tons of money. So that's obviously clearly insider trading. They obviously knew what was going to happen, and it'd be interesting to see whether we can track that kind of thing. So yeah, it's still fucking broken as shit. I mean, it's not even made those changes. So. Okay, again, I can see that the Docker file doesn't build anything. We're not actually installing dependencies and stuff. Are you actually testing it with Docker, building, and then doing what I'm asking you to do, checking via the curl for the website, etc.? I think probably my prompting is just terrible on that one. I don't know what the prompt actually is either for that agent. I should probably look and work out what we're going to do better with that. Okay, so that's running. Content gen's running, like doing its next feature basically. So let's take a step back then and look again at the setup for OpenClaw and how we can potentially get a full kind of company going via OpenClaw. Okay, let's use OpenAI Codex then. I'll buy a subscription for that. So the idea behind this one is to basically deploy on OpenClaw various agents that will, in theory, work together to build products. So we have like the CEO, we have like the coding agent, we have a design agent, all those kind of things. And in theory, we should be able to orchestrate them via OpenClaw, so like on cron jobs and talking to each other. We should have like a shared memory, and we should be building stuff like that basically, and seeing how far we can get with that approach. Because, as I say, there's some interesting things that I've seen, like people that are already doing this kind of thing. And the idea is to see how far we can get with it and what we think is actually achievable. So this is one that I've seen that apparently builds iOS apps. So they built 5 apps so far. They've got some in review. They also seem to be selling books as well, but I can't find any information about the books they're selling. I did tweet them, but I got no response whatsoever from their Twitter account. So who knows? Is this all BS? I don't know. So we'll see. Okay, so it's Claude coming. Okay, so Claude's just updating that, so we can have a read through of that once it's updated. In terms of the prediction engine, we're basically just waiting for the fixtures to appear, or fixtures to start, basically. We had a problem with this one. We should have made a bet on this game here, but for some reason it didn't match the fixtures to the markets. So that's the fixtures from the like the sports API to the Polymarket games. I think that's fixed. I got Claude to fix it. Whether it actually is, we don't know. But you can see that these ones are matched. So in theory, when we're half an hour ahead of the game on this one, it should make a prediction based on these markets. I've added the proxy as well, so we should get to the point where it can make an actual bet. I think I deleted all the bets. Yeah, so because we tried to make some bets, but we ran into the issue where, because the server is hosted in the US, no, it's hosted in the UK, that's restricted from making bets via Polymarket. So I've added a proxy layer in to make those bets for us via the proxy. Hopefully via a jurisdiction that is allowed to bet on Polymarket. We shall see. What are you making, boss? Your live video always comes up in recommendations. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you for joining. If you check out the description, there is the kind of stream description. There's some descriptions of what we're building. I can give you a quick rundown, as it's quite a lot at once, basically. So yeah, one thing we're building is this openly.bet application. And The idea behind this is that we get the LLMs to come up with their own kind of criteria for what they think will predict the outcome of a sporting event. And then based on that, we make bets on Polymarket, and then we track the results and we increment and see if we can get the LLMs to create their own model that will predict the future of sporting events. Whether we can or not, we'll see. The other things we're building, so we're trying to build an autonomous zero human company using OpenClaw and various agents. So we'll be deploying this on DigitalOcean. We're trying to get it to build some kind of product with minimal input from myself, but it's not going very well so far. So that's what we're building there. I've also got one OpenClaw instance currently working away, and this is trying to build a tool that will see if we can discover insider trading on Polymarket. And then I'm also building a content like analytical tool and like script writing tool for YouTube content to help me create content, basically. So lots going on. Hopefully that's interesting. If it is, do subscribe, get involved, join the Discord community, all of those kind of things. All the links are in the description of the stream, I believe. Okay, so Claude is busy working on the onboarding of new users for the content generation. This Claude is busy writing my documents. Okay, cool. Let me download these then. We can have a look at them, see how far we can get with this stuff. So that's a shell script. This is the company setup. I don't need this one now, do I? I can get rid of this for now. Okay, so what is it actually created for us? So it's got this massive markdown file, which should be in theory instructions on how to create the droplet, how to install OpenClaw, all that kind of stuff. That should all be done in one, because I said use the single droplet, but we'll see what it's like. And then in theory, it's got this shell script, which I'm not going to run. But in theory, what would be nice and what I'd like to set up is, can we get it to just make a shell script that does everything that I want it to do? We'll create a new droplet with the server, with all the setup for OpenClaw, with all the agents and that kind of stuff, because that would be really nice. And then we can, in theory, sell that as a product or sell it as a service. So we'll see how far we can get, basically. So this is just some of the architecture. So basically the way that these agents seem to work is you have this like soul markdown file, which has stuff like, say, agent personality, that kind of stuff. You've then got an agent, so that wires them all together. The tools they have available to them. You've got user, memory, heartbeat, all these kind of things that OpenClaw looks at and triggers, and the AI. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so you have your orchestrator. So this is the main agent that runs the proxy. Sorry, that is my proxy. Delegates to the tasks to the specialist. You have your code engineer, content marketing, analyst, strategist, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I need to create a droplet. Need to add all that stuff to it. Discord channel map. Okay, so it's actually done like crazy stuff there. Interesting. The guardrails. Every agent follows a decision matrix. Okay, the heartbeat prerequisites. Okay. Okay, I guess let's go ahead and start to play around with it. See what we can get going. So it wants a beefier droplet than my previous one. Droplets. Can I just create a droplet? We'll see if that. It should have a droplet thing that. This one. There we go. One-click deploy. That's what we want. Okay. As you can do it via here. No, it doesn't look like it. Right. So let's just open up this droplet. Hopefully get it going. What's this doing? Okay, is it going to work? I'm going to guess no, given what we've said before, seen before. So pull the latest image. I'm going to run Docker up. It's going to build the containers. It's going to run them. I mean, we'll know instantly if it's going to work because we'll see whether it's actually added in the stuff to. I mean, no, it's not going to work, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, we're still getting this error. I still don't see any building of or installing of the dependencies or building of the React app in the Docker files. Crazy. Maybe it's just a crap model, but everyone says it's the recommended one, so who knows. Okay, I go London. I'm not currently in London, but the UK, but I'll be back at some point. So it wants a $48 a month one. Don't want to back up for now. Use SSH key. Why does it log me in? Absolute pain in the ass that was. Why it logged me in on that, I don't know. Come on. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go London because it's kind of central to everything I need. General purpose, we'll go for the beefy $48 a month one, adding even more expenses to the zero income we're currently getting. I think it needs to be in that one for now. That's fine. Okay, so we should get the droplet created. Initial server. Okay, well, it's not followed what I told it to do. Okay, we're currently using the DigitalOcean single-click deploy for OpenClaw, so we may need to make some changes to it. Can you update the markdown document to have both deploying via this or deploying as just a normal droplet anywhere and setting it up from scratch? So yeah, we already have the user OpenClaw on it. I'm going to assume those things are fine. It wants to install some more essentials. We'll let it boot up. And then we will SSH in. don't need that one for the moment. Oh, what is it? Yes. Okay, there we go. Right, we are in. Okay, so OpenClaw installation. Okay, let's just assume we've got OpenClaw installed. Run the onboarding wizard, set up the gateway. Let me just do this so we can do it side by side. Need to get some more monitors going. Currently traveling, so I don't really have the setup for it, but we'll see. Okay, so what does it want me to do? We've got the gateway, it's running. Okay, let's just clear this. Where are we? Okay, so we are as root. What user does it want me to be? Thing is, we've got a lot of this already done because we're using the thing. Update. Okay, maybe just copy this and we'll follow it for that because otherwise it's going to get confusing. Come on. All right. This one. Okay, so we've created the deployment. First login. Welcome message appears with key info. Note down. Oh, I didn't note down any of that stuff. Let me try again. Okay, does it give me gateway token? And the dashboard URL. Okay, so we've got those. Okay, what the one click did for me. OpenClaw user, Docker container isolation, Caddy reverse proxy firewall. Cool, cool, cool. We should always be using Vim, not Nano. Edit this config as root. Can't edit its own env. Okay, so we're choosing OpenAI. I don't currently have an OpenAI key, basically, so. Okay. No, I don't want to run that pairing now. Right. Edit this config as root. The OpenClaw user cannot. Well, what am I meant to edit it with? What am I meant to add to it? Doesn't explain. Like, what? Why does it? Was it opt openclaw.env? Okay, that's fine. I understand these. The thing with this trips people up on the one root owns, yeah, can edit, config, restart service. OpenClaw runs the agent, installs skills, manages workflows, cannot edit its own config or files, yeah. Separation is intentional security, misbehaving skill, yeah. Okay. SU OpenClaw, please, right. Okay. As root, edit the OpenClaw config or via the OpenClaw CI. Okay, let's do it via the CI. Right. What this does enables automation or automated execution with minimal internal restrictions. Even users still can't touch system files, edit its own config, or escalate privilege. Looses the restrictions inside the sandbox. Network calls, shell commands, temp. Okay, yeah. Without this, skills fail silently. Right. So let's skip to section 4.3. Okay, run the onboarding. Okay. Do you know what? Let me just go get an OpenAI subscription. So I'll just go off screen for 2 seconds while I buy this subscription and add the API key and hopefully not get it stolen like all the other API keys that probably have happened. Right. So just bear with me a couple of minutes while I do this. Otherwise I'll leak the API keys and then it will all be people rinsing my account or doxing me or something. All right. It's amazing that the amount of money these companies have and they can't even build a form correctly. Fucking hell. Right. Okay, it's processing my payment. It's another $25. I am down. Okay, so we want codecs. What I actually want is the API key. Where do I get the API key? General, personalization, apps, schedule, data control, security. Passkeys are secure. No, that's not what I want. Account. Why can't I create an API key? On OpenAI, how do I get the API key? I can't see it in my profile. You would have thought it would be in settings. Unless I need to go to like OpenAI developer platform or something. API dashboard. Okay, but that gives me the, basically I need the codecs key or whatever key I need. Yes. Okay. What invalid client? What the fuck does that mean? Continue. Okay, it should be signed in now. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Paste the redirect URL. All right. Come on, Claw. So yeah, just trying to get codec set up with OpenClaw. So just hiding my screen for now because it's got keys and all that kind of stuff on it. Okay, we should be good to come back. Give me 2 seconds. And we're live again. Awesome. Okay, so it's Discord that I'll be using. Oh, I need to go create a new Discord bot, don't I? My applications. New application, please. 1million NAI bot. I am indeed human. So what does it want? It wants, let me hide my screen as well. Otherwise that'll get leaked and you'll spam my Discord. It wants the bot token. Bot. Reset token. Yes, do it please. Copy the token. Did that work? I don't know. It still says enter Discord bot token. Come on. Hurry up. Why are you taking so long? I've entered it, you dick. Yes. Okay, let me create those channels as well then that it suggested. Where was the channel bit? I don't know what it's called, orchestration company. That's fine. So let me create new category. It needs to be private. Only me, I'm afraid. No one else is allowed in. Okay. Command center. So I just need to create these off screen, otherwise credentials will get leaked and I'll have to reset it all and do it all again, which is a real pain in the arse. Hopefully I don't leak anything this time. As when you're streaming and dealing with keys and stuff, it's a real pain. I wonder whether I can build a tool to stop me leaking credentials or something. But I think the only problem with that is like I'll have to watch my screen and I'll have to have like it on a delay and all this kind of stuff, which becomes painful. Realistically, I just need to get some other monitors and stuff. But as I say, currently traveling, currently homeless, traveling around Japan. So I don't have a second monitor or anything. Right. Left click. Copy category. No, I need server ID, don't I? And then copy channel ID for all of these. I'll be 2 seconds, guys. That was content. That's analytics. Strategy. Inter-agent. Alerts. And daily briefs. How does it want it? CSV, is it? Yep. Okay. Okay, I can come back on screen, I think. Okay, we're back. Sorry for that, guys. Hopefully it's working. Hopefully I don't leak any credentials. We'll see. It's not credentials, that's just server ID, so we're fine with that one. Right. So what else do I need? I'm on the skill installation bit. Okay, so I've got codec set up, I think. Well, maybe. I need to set 4.3. Already installed. Recommended setup path, walks you through all this stuff. Done that, I've done that. Install initial skills. Okay, so skills that we want initially. GitHub. We want, I guess we'll go Nano Banana Pro. I don't actually need it probably, but that's probably fine. Is there not a coding one? I guess maybe it's already there. Not Discord one. Okay, we'll just go with those for now then. No, don't want Google Places. No, don't care about that. No. 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 Skip hooks. Do I need any hooks then? Set up embeddings. Code descriptions don't include embeddings needed for OpenClaw memory search. You need a small. Okay, I'll get that in a bit. It's fine, I can do that in a second. It's fine. Okay, skip for now. Okay, how many times do I need to hit submit? How do I want to hatch my bot? Okay, it's jumped a few steps there. Surely, like, all right. Skip to section 4.3 is what it said. All right. Yeah, set up the service in 4.7. Okay, so we need to go to 4.7 apparently. Okay, but we've still got We'll do it in the 2e, whatever, go for it. Okay. This one still, okay, so it reckons it's done that change on that. We'll see if this works. Again, not hoping, holding my breath on it. That one's still working away. What is it? Test mode. Session agent main. What do you want to call me? What should I call you? My vibe, my signature emoji. What? Okay, well, we'll call you Bob. Call me Tim. No. No, you're Bob. I'm Tim. Skip the rest. Okay, that's Codex, right? Okay. Why is it booting up Codex straight away? Strange. Okay. Okay, no, I don't need to do it. Right, okay. God, path stuff is not quite right. OpenClaw agents to delegate token tasks. Open subscription, yeah. Built-in coding skill, yeah. Claw code as a sub-agent, and I can't use that. Install Claude is an auth. Okay. OpenClaw plugin, Claw code, plugin run sessions in ISO pipeline containers. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to give it a GitHub account actually. That's one thing I do need to do. Okay, let's just see whether this has worked. Okay, so it has worked. I mean, this is again what it did bloody ages ago. Obviously hasn't installed, what do you call it? The CSS thingy-majiggy. Can't think what it's called. What is it called? CSS framework. Why can I not? I can't think what it's called. Tailwind, right. Okay, but it looks like we haven't got Tailwind again. Where's that gone? We seem to be just like going in a loop here of deleting stuff, making 2 steps backwards and 1 step forward and then 3 steps backwards. All right, fucking thing. All right. Okay. So yeah, I need to give it a, I need to create a Docker, not a Docker account, a GitHub account, don't I really? How it works, main sessions, runs on the host for full access. Right. Can I talk to it then? Hello. Well, no, it's not got, you've got a bot in there, has it yet? Sure, Docker, sandbox image. Oh yeah, I need to create a bot for it. Agents and OpenClaw handles Docker sandboxing natively. You don't need to manually create containers per agent. How it works. Okay. Ensure Docker works for OpenClaw user. Okay. Yeah, so that works fine. OpenClaw uses a lightweight containers. I don't care about that. Resource limits. Prevent a runaway agent from eating all your RAM. I mean, I'm going to assume they've got that already. But we'll do it, why not? What is that? Is that already there or not? No such file directory, right. You can also set per container, don't care about, right. Browser in Docker for forward research. So you want to spawn agents to have browser access. Research. We need Chromium available. Allow browser tool for agents in openclaw.json. It's all Chromium on the host. Okay, well, it needs to tell me how to do that. Pretty sure it's just apt-get Chromium, but no instructions on how to install it. Come on. Yeah, point. Let me fix that. Correct. Thanks. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Okay, has this one fixed it? You're right, I keep making the same mistakes. Yes. Okay, Docker and Docker Forge. If Forge needs to build test Docker images for deploy, bash mount, Discord integration, bot, click add bot token. I've already given it a bot token, I think. I need to give it privileged gateway stuff. Don't know, what is it? Message server members presence intent. Let's give it all of them. Why not? Who cares about permissions nowadays? It's all access to the AI. Go to OAuth2 under URL generators. Applications.commands. Oh. What else does it want permission for? Read messages. Guess I can do that. Please give the actual scopes for these rather than just saying what they are, because they don't always line up. Okay, slash commands. A lot of these aren't. Identify bot. Read, I guess. No, see. Okay, so once I've given that, copy the URL, open it in your browser, and invite the bot to your server. So I've set that up already, actually. Hopefully, view channel. Right, hold on. I mean, that's not even one of them. URL. Names are in the portal. Right. Really annoys me when it just does stuff like this, where you'd think it would be straightforward-ish for it to know, and yet it just hallucinates. Can we use these, please? Otherwise, it's not clear what to do. No, I mean, that's exactly what you said to me. Scopes, applications, commands. Where's the app? Okay, right. Fucking hell. Such a pain in the ass, that kind of stuff. Right. Okay, view channel. Why is it not alphabetical? Come on. Send messages. Manage messages. Embed links. Attach files. Read message history. Add reactions. Use application commands. Okay, is that everything? View channel, send messages, manage messages, embed links, attach files, read message history, add reactions. Don't know whether application. Okay, yeah. Oh, helpful. Right. Open it out, set up Discord. Okay, assume that's done then. Okay, so I need to invite it to my server. Yeah. I'm indeed human. Okay, open URL, blah, 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 done that. I've done that already. Oh, no, I haven't actually. In your OpenClaw config, okay, you need to give me the command to do that kind of thing. Maybe we can get it to use JQ and just write it all for us, hopefully. Is it going to work? How's content gen getting on? Still chugging through it. Okay, we're back. Fucking hell. Oh, such a piss off that. Because it's just deleted, like, oh. See, this is so annoying, because this is basically where I was, like, before the stream. Well, like 2 hours before the stream. And I was like, oh, you need to add a page for that. And it's just totally deleted that. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, we are back to where we were like 3 hours ago. Remember, we need to add a new page in the React application that has a link from the address to, actually, what did I want? Hold on. I'm trying to think what I had. I wanted to have a page from there to the markets and trades that it's done. Yeah. Okay, so what I want is a link from the wallet to a new page in the React application that will show the wallet, all the transactions and the markets, and its profit and loss, etc. So a page per insider trader, basically, in the React application. Do not change any of the way the application is working, just build the new page. See if that gets it to remotely do what it's meant to be doing. Fucking hell, right. Okay. Where was I? I was trying to get that config in. I've given it already access to that stuff. So, okay, SU OpenClaw. Discord enable configured running. Okay, I don't see the bot though. There's one thing we haven't done is we haven't opened up this and done the gateway token thing. Okay, so that should set it up, right. It should be set up now to have Discord working. Channels, probe Discord, please. Probe OK. I've done that. Okay, let me just cat this out and see. Okay. So we need to, let me just hide the screen 2 seconds because otherwise it's going to leak a credential, I'm sure. Okay, now I think we're all right there actually, okay. So, channels Discord. Enable true, yeah, that's what we want. So it needs to have DM guilds. Okay. So let me go and add those things. Well, hold on. Yeah, right. So we are Discord. You can probably tell I'm not a Vim man. What is it? DM. Enable true policy parent. You can't just. Can you? Oh, it does work. Good. Okay, and then guilds is that. Okay, my guild ID, which is my server ID, I believe. I don't know. Okay, so I've done that. Okay, so now how Discord routine actually works. Okay, I don't have the bot there though. And that one I see OpenClaw bot. Do I not need to do something with integrations? Oh, okay, yeah. You are not authorized for that. Because I think I need to like, because in that one I'm DMing it. Okay, let me see what I need to do, because I'm pretty sure we had this exact same problem. Last time. Getting this error when I try and talk to the bot in a channel. I don't see the bot as a user in the channel either. Edit the gear. Nope. Not a webhook either. Permissions. Permissions. And then find your bot. Okay, let me give it access to those channels then, because I think it will need them. Permissions. Maybe we can just give it global permissions, might be easier. Bot integrations. Manage. Add channels. Right. Save. Okay, now it's now in there, right? Okay, so I'm not authorized. So OpenClaw's access control, not Discord. The bot's connected, fine, but OpenClaw is rejecting you. I did think I just added that though, right? Was that not what we added? So it's not even in the instructions. Okay, so there's different instructions there. DM, policy pairing, allow from, my ID, right? I really need to learn bloody Vim commands now. What is it? So my copy user ID. Is that copy? I don't think I did. Copy user ID. Okay. Hello, bot. Are you there? Hey. Okay, we can talk to the bot now. OpenClaw channels status. Yeah, so welcome to the stream, guys. Do get involved in the chat. Happy to interact and talk with you all. Just trying to get OpenClaw set up as a 0 human company, or more likely a 1 human NAI company. Okay, please go ahead and fix all those requested changes. Then you can commit those changes, please. Okay. So status reachable. Okay, so that seems to be okay. I need to change my channel. My channel ID. Let's do the command center. OpenClaw. Orca Online. Systems nominal. I think we see that. Ooh, it's online. It's alive. Not really. Yeah. Okay, so it's online. The only thing is I don't think we have the agents yet, though, right? Yeah, we haven't like copied over any of the agent stuff. I don't know whether that's okay. That happens later, I think. Proxy config, git access, agent definitions. Okay, yes, that happens later on, right? I still need to give it a GitHub account as well, so I'll create that at some point. Agents need access. I'm guessing that's not. Okay, so that's obviously not installed. Guess it's Chromium browser. I guess it'll tell us. The following new package will be installed. Okay. What are we building? So we're building quite a few things at the moment. So what I'm currently doing here is just trying to get OpenClaw set up on a DigitalOcean droplet. I'm trying to get it set up with a 0 human company config, basically. So the idea is to have multiple agents in the OpenClaw config. Let me get the README and I can kind of show you a bit more. So we'll have all these different agents in the config, basically, and there's an actual diagram of it or not. So we'll have like a CEO, we'll have like a software engineer, a marketer, all of those kind of roles. And the idea is that it can basically build companies or products autonomously. That's the idea. Whether we can get anywhere close to actually being able to do that is an entirely different thing. So maybe this one has the UI that. Yeah, this is it. So the agent architecture, basically. So like it runs in a kind of a loop where obviously like there's a cron job that triggers various things every so often, and we have various agents that do stuff. That's not the one I was looking for. It was an earlier one, maybe that one. This one, I guess, yeah. So like human founder, which is me. You have this. This is called Kelly Agent, but this is an example of kind of how it works basically. That talks to CodeBot to ClawBot. We have a memory. You've got like Twitter and all that kind of stuff, and then you have different roles for the agents. I don't think this one actually has. Yeah, so we don't like have a list of the agents and stuff, but this is kind of the runtime loop basically. So like you have the trigger, which is either cron job, webhook, an event, or like I talk to it. It gathers all the context, either from like Postgres, recent discussions, etc. It does the planning. It executes all the tools, whether that's writing code or whatever. It then writes back to its memory to see where it is, and then we just keep doing that basically. And the plan is to see how far we can get with this. Can we actually build a company or a product and make money from it basically? That's the goal anyway. Whether we can get that far, we'll see. Only one human, yeah. So currently only one human, me, basically. And I'll be the prompter, and we'll see how far we can get. That's the plan anyway. Okay, so that was... Three. Oh, I hate when it does that. Right. Let me clear the context. And so this here is a Claude instance. It's building another product that I'm building, which is kind of a tool to help me create content for YouTube, basically. So help me plan what I'm building, kind of be analytical in the data that we have, and kind of incrementally improve what we're actually building. That's the plan anyway. Okay. So Discord is set up. All systems are nominal. We are installing Chromium on the VM. I think it was Chromium browser, right? Yeah, okay, so Chromium browser is now installed. Do you need one more for vacations or weekends? Oh, okay, so you're on the way to Abu Dhabi in a taxi. Are you escaping Dubai then, Simon? Okay, so we've installed Chromium. Just need to do a check that it works now. Okay, so that does work, but does it work from the user OpenClaw? No, it doesn't. Okay, let me get Claude to fix that for me. So yeah, I'm hoping that we can get to the point where we just have a single shell script to do this for us, or that we have like a ability to just deploy well, maybe we can even create a Docker container that does all this for us and just has it all. We need to grant access to OpenClaw to this, I believe. Root has access to it, but OpenClaw doesn't. Yeah, it's been ages. Well, I've never been a particularly good Linux man, so all this stuff is... oh, I have to Google it. Can you just give me the command as root to give access to OpenClaw to Chromium browser? I really hate when it tries to give you like 15 bloody explanations and stuff, and like, oh, do this, 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 this. I'm like, I know what I need to do. Add OpenClaw to the video group, which header scripts above. Okay. Oh no, can't do it. No, I'll do it from OpenClaw. I want to do it from root. Okay. So then, if we go to OpenClaw, Okay, so it has access to the Chromium browser. If we run, I have to copy the command again, right? This one. I did run it, didn't I? Hold on. Yeah, it just gets a bit weird. Like the UI gets a bit confused. Which Claude subscription? So I have upgraded to the, is it the Max 20x one? As I was hitting the limit. So I've had to upgrade basically. So the biggest one you can get basically. Okay, so that's done now. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? It's doing something. I can't open a live browser from this runtime. Okay, it will. Maybe we don't have the browser enabled then, perhaps. Path not found, okay. Hold on. Is it hallucinating again and just not, like, assuming there's a skill for that thing or config for it? Because it did this the other time. Okay, okay, let me uninstall. Apt uninstall. Remove. Why are they always different commands? So annoying. Okay. So let's just go for playwright. Okay. So that's chugging along then. Yes. That's doing its thing. Okay, installing Chromium. Right, lovely. Hey, Tukul Play X. I don't know if that's how you say your name, but what we're doing, we're trying to get OpenClaw set up with a zero human company kind of mechanism. So basically the idea is that we can get OpenClaw and the various agents. So we'll create an agent for like a CEO, for a software engineer, for a marketer, all of those kind of things. And then we can basically attempt to build products via the agents and make money with them. That's the plan. We'll see how far we get. Just trying to get OpenClaw set up with the kind of multi-agent mechanism to work. I currently have it set up with one agent, which is trying to build some a little tool to monitor insider trading on Polymarket. It's, I don't know, they will be able to see the current version of it. Yeah, this is the current version of it. What it's built. It's been pretty crap though, is what I'd say. Like, it's deleted stuff. It's just changed its approach like 50 times. It's not worked loads, so not that impressed with it so far. But that was with I think it's Kimi K2, that model that we were using for coding. So I've got a Codex subscription now. So we'll be using Codex for. Sorry, I've got ChatGPT subscription. So we'll be using Codex as the coding agent for this. So we'll see how we end up going basically with it. So yeah, if that's of interest to you, do subscribe to the channel. We're doing lots more streams. Do get involved in the Discord and the chat and everything. But yeah, so far OpenClaw has not been easy for me to set up with various things. It keeps, well, I can't blame OpenClaw, but the Claude and the other agents keep hallucinating config for OpenClaw, and then I have to go tell it, like, go look at the documentation and work out what you're actually meant to be doing. So it's been a bit hit and miss at times, right? So now we've got the browser set up. Okay. Okay, do I trust the Claw Hub browser automation task? That seems well dangerous. Browser, separate agent only browser. I guess we'll leave it for now. We could probably do most of it headless that I want to do, so probably fine. I don't know why it's creating a separate skill. We'll see. Again, don't know why we need proxy just yet for now. Yeah, I don't know whether we have the Git. Well, whether Git's installed on this. It is installed. Is GitHub installed? No. Oh yeah, you need to have your Git config for that to work, don't you? Yeah. I need to create a GitHub account for this actually. I'll do that at some point. Agent Git workflow skill. Okay, standard Git flow. Okay. See, I'll sort the Git stuff out later. Agent definitions, the company. This is the heart of the system. Each agent's identity, capabilities, and boundaries are defined in Markdown that OpenClaw injects into every prompt. Path A, one-click note to create, edit workspaces. Switch to OpenClaw user first. Change to that directory. Okay, the workspace files below should be created in this directory for installing community skills for OpenClaw Hub. Core files. These files define the overall company structure. Okay, why it's not done this? Can we please separate out all the agent skills, personalities, etc. into separate markdowns. And then you can just give me the command to copy from my local to the droplet, please. Be much easier than me copying and pasting and all that stuff. I've just got a Perplexity sub for AI. Can buy a year's worth. Yeah, isn't Perplexity the browser? The search engine, sorry. Free AI-powered answer engine. Okay. Yeah, I've never used Perplexity, to be honest. What have you paid for then? Because apparently it's free. I don't know what, unless they've got like a coding agent or something. I don't know. Let me know what you've bought there. You've been doing this for a few weeks so far. I mean, in terms of the models and stuff, like Claude is by far away and by far the best model for everything, basically. The other ones are just like very hit and miss. As I say, like on one of the things we were doing when I was using OpenCode, and we played around with a couple of the models, doing reasonably simple coding things. Like Queen just got stuck in infinite loops, like multiple times, which was crazy. Minimax has been okay. I say okay, like Minimax is the model that's doing the doing this basically, building the insider trading stuff, and it's been crap. Like it's deleted stuff constantly like re-architects the entire bloody thing when you say like, oh, there's this little bug, and it will rewrite the entire bloody repository. I don't even know what it's doing at the moment. Like so often it just ignores what's going on. So Claude, by far and away the best. Same, I get the feeling when working with AI, I read more on config part than actual coding and development. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm seeing in my experience, is that, I mean, obviously you do need to know what you're doing with the coding and development side of things. Like, I think if you didn't, you'd really struggle. I don't know how these people that are like, oh, I'm not technical, I don't know anything about coding, that are like, oh, I built this application, it's deployed, I'm making money. Like, to me, that just seems like I feel like they're just lying, because I know what I'm doing, and even when I tell Claude to do the right thing, it sometimes just goes off on a tangent and does something totally different. So I can't imagine how they're getting it to like actually deploy on AWS to sort all of that stuff out. It's beyond me, because often I can't even get it to do simple things. So yeah, that's kind of my view of it so far. I mean, at the same time, it is amazing. Like, it does do some amazing stuff at times. So like this openly.bet, which is one of the products we've built, like it basically one-shot this entire UI, which was, I mean, it is a fairly simple UI, but the fact that it was able to do that is pretty awesome. But then at the same time, it's done like some crazily bad stuff. So we'll see. We're building lots of products only with AI. Like, I'm not editing the code, I'm not reviewing the code or anything. I'm literally just prompting it, seeing how far we can get with AI. So yeah. Yeah, but I think it's actually worse than the thing where it would rewrite like a file. It was rewriting like the entire application. So like the insider trading thing. I've got to open this. So like obviously it's a React app, and I was like, oh, let's add a link here, and then we can go to a separate page and show all the stuff for that thing. And it was like, oh yeah, let's do that. And it deleted the React app and then just started making static HTML. So I don't understand like what it was doing there. And now it's just not responding, basically. So okay, it's back, right? Okay, so we'll see what it's done now. Like, so I mean, this will be interesting for you guys to see then if you're new to the stream, right? So this is the current state of what it's built, right? This is just test data. In theory, we do have access to real data, but my API key, I haven't given it any money, so it's just test data. In theory, it goes and fetches all the like transactions and monitors the transactions and stuff for insider trading. But so this is what it's built basically with test data. I've told it to go. I'll show you the prompt. So what I want is a link from the wallet to a new page in the React application that will show the wallet, all the transactions in the markets, its profit, loss, etc. So a page per insider trader, basically in the application. Do not change the way the application is working, just build a new page. Right, in theory, that's reasonably straightforward, right? And it comes up with a plan, new page, a new route, React wallet address, create a wallet page, blah, 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 blah. Right, so let's see what it's actually done, shall we? So like if you gave that to a human, like I know it's not the best explanation, but it's not complicated, right? Build a new page that shows some data, basically. So we'll see how far we actually get with this one. Yeah, and like the whole kind of it's scary thing is interesting. I mean, that's kind of why I'm trying to build this. I call it a one-person company with one human, multiple AIs. Other people call it like a zero human company. So I'm just trying to explore what we can do with it and how far we can actually get and what it will do. Okay, so that's what it's done basically. I mean, it's done that, but it's obviously uninstalled Tailwind again. All right. Okay, all the styling is now broken again. Have you uninstalled Tailwind or something? So, yeah, again, like I just don't understand what it's done there. Maybe there's an error or something, and that's why it's totally buggered. I mean, there's no console errors or something. Can't see any errors here. And like I guess if we go look at the commits, we can see what it has done. I've given it access to commit to a repository, which is probably a bad idea on my own account, but I need to create a new account for my AIs to do the autonomous stuff, basically. So this one, right? Okay, so it's added a React DOM router. Okay, I mean, I actually don't see how that's broken everything on the styling. I mean, it doesn't actually seem to have done anything too crazy there. Like, it's still got what I would expect to be okay. I mean, that's the latest commit. Maybe it did a commit before that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it's done, basically. So it did add Tailwind back. And to be fair to it, I can't see that it's removed Tailwind or anything there. So I don't know. Without looking into it too much, it's just the end result is like, what the fuck have you done, basically? So, yeah, exactly. That's the idea. One man plus multiple agents to run my business. So yeah, I've got tons of ideas for it if we can get it to do something, kind of interesting. So so one idea I did have was whether we can do this or not, or whether I want to do this or not, but is basically creating something like Starter Story, where that guy interviews founders and stuff. I thought that'd be perhaps an interesting channel to do on YouTube. But could I automate a lot of the stuff? So maybe I can have agents that look on Twitter, that look on all these like open source startup websites and stuff, and reach out to all the founders and stuff and try and get get it to do all the work of finding people and asking them to come on the podcast, and then like, you know, writing me interesting questions to ask and all that kind of stuff. Like, how far can I get AI to do all that stuff, and then I'm just its interface in the world, basically. So that's one of the ideas I've got. Well, again, how far we get, we will see. But yeah, in terms of like automating your FBA business, which is fulfillment by Amazon, yeah, I think there's probably actually a lot we can do on that. I think I did message you about the invoice thing, because again, that's one thing I'm going to do on my businesses, is like is basically like wire up a mailbox for all the invoices that I get. That way we can just pass them to AI. AI will like process them, add them as CSV or whatever, and then we can like track what I'm spending and all that kind of stuff. And I guess the idea with that is as well that we could make that as a product that people could potentially use themselves, to like track all their invoices, all their spending, that kind of stuff. We'll see. And there's lots of other stuff you can do, like inventory management and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've got tons of ideas with all this stuff. How far we can push it before I go broke, I don't know. I need to start making money at some point soon, basically. So yeah, we've got too many bloody tabs. Okay, we're back. Okay, oh, it's actually done what I wanted to do. Finally. Fucking hell, right. Okay, well done, bot. Thank you. But those need to link to the actual market. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we are making some progress there. Whether the actual like monitoring of counts works and stuff, I don't know. We'll have to work out that. If anyone knows a good way in crypto to monitor all of that kind of stuff for free, let me know, because I'm currently using Etherscan on that project, but you've got to pay for the API, which I kind of assumed that we'd be able to do all of this stuff just like querying the blockchain, but maybe that means I have to run like a blockchain node or something. I don't know how much this one is. Like, yeah, I mean, I think I've gone through that already, to be honest. I think, which is not great. But a lot of it's probably the AI doing calls itself. So yeah, we'll have to see. Because like if we run it, I keep pressing system settings. Right. Go away from the dock. If we run it without test mode, oh God's sake, I think we get like API key is needs paying, basically. Maybe not. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so it's it's obviously still using test data. Using graph provider. Are you actually using the graph provider though? Because we've still got test data. I don't think there's a database on that one. Oh, actually, no, there should be actually. I mean, there is no DB. So yeah, stuff like this where I'm just going like, what has it done, basically? So like, if we look at the code, test mode. Maybe because the test mode's default to true. So it should actually make requests to Etherscan. Doesn't look like it is. So yeah, we've still got test data basically. Ugh. So yeah, I mean, I'll have to look into that one. We'll see, because basically this has cost me like $16 to get to this point, which is kind of crazy, really, given that we're basically at something that Claude would do in like 2 minutes and probably do it way better and actually get it working. Yeah. So basically, start a story, but for people that are building with AI, basically, or the like the zero human company kind of things. Just that kind of stuff, really. So yeah, just basically trying to see like and talk to people that are pushing the boundaries with what they're building with AI, seeing how far we can get, and just trying to like understand, is this all hype or is it real? Like, I don't know. That's the thing, because like as with the whole like zero human companies, right? So this one here, Kelly Claude AI, they've got a Twitter as well, right? And if you look at their revenue thing, they're basically building apps apparently. And then if you look at their revenue, like build my idea $240, but it doesn't make any sense as to where that money's coming from. And then here it's like, well, plus 2,000, unless that's the guy adding money to it, I don't know. But then here it starts to do like books plus $400, App Store plus $130. But then it like, what is this? And I did tweet the AI, but it didn't tell me, basically. And none of these apps look like book things, so I don't understand where this money is coming from. Like I just wonder whether it's absolute bollocks, basically. But the guy that's building it seems legit. Like, well, he does AI training courses, but like, so yeah, just trying to understand all these things. So there's lots of these out there. Well, some of them out there. Like this one, apparently it's got 100K in revenue. From like it's got a marketplace for claw bot skills. Again, whether that's like 50K from this ebook about how to hire an AI. Like this, so again, this is just kind of go where I go like, is this true? I don't understand. I don't know what this one is. Claw Market earnings. Okay, I guess selling its own stuff on Claw Market. Like, so yeah, just trying to explore it, seeing how far we can get, really. Because yeah, part of me is very skeptical, but part of me thinks maybe it can work, and we'll see how we go. Because yeah, this one is like, I did buy a Discord membership to that group, the Zero Human Institute, for $100. So like, I don't know what he's actually building, whether it is just a Discord community and that's how he's doing it, but like an ebook, the institute, challenge it, all these things that, his community's made the most money. Other revenue streams, like they all seem to involve crypto as well, which kind of just makes me, it's obviously broken, makes me just like slightly more skeptical about what they're doing, basically. Okay, so it's revenue now, like membership, and then just other. Like, so what is other? It's just like they never. I just feel like they never explain it, basically. Why don't I just stick to Claude? I mean, I would love to, but you can't use Claude as the AI when you do like the multi-agent flow. So you can't use the Claude CLI, the Claude subscription with OpenClaw and stuff. You have to use the API key, at which point it costs so much money that it's not feasible. So it's just, yeah, not possible. Have you seen Pulsea AI? No, I have not seen that. I don't know what that is. It doesn't seem to be a thing. When AI safety I don't know what. Yeah, I mean, there doesn't even seem to be a website for Pulsea AI, so I don't quite know what that is, to be honest. Pulsea AI. I mean, this says it's got something in it. Startup now running 1,000 companies simultaneously. Okay, yeah, I mean, I've not heard of it, but it sounds like it's a similar sort of thing, but autonomously running over 1,000 companies. Yeah, I don't know. I'd need to look into it, basically. The fact they don't seem to even have a website, maybe I just can't find it, seems skeptical. What website is this? What, this one? Factoryfloor.dev. Saying this is not helpful. I need to know what you mean. Okay, anyway. Let me get going. Okay, I've totally lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah, so. Okay, so now when I run locally with test mode false, we don't seem to be querying the real data at the moment. Okay, so yeah, Claude's still running there. Okay, so where were we with getting this Claude bot set up? Getting distracted. Oh yeah, I was asking Claude to create my markdown files for me. I guess files is fine. Call it files. Terrible naming. Okay, I'll do that in a second then. Yeah, if you want to send the correct link, I can have a look at it. Right. So it wants me to upload the table. Route into my droplet. OpenClaw. Back up what we've already got. Extract this. Yeah. Verify it's working. Clean. Okay, so that's actually seems sensible. Okay. Let me. Okay, so I can upload the tarball. I think it's just files. Yeah, files is it. Oh, I need the history grep SCP. That's all I need. Well, what is files then? Files.zip. Yeah, Cadet Maze, if you want to send the correct link, I can have a look. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Good to have you here. Good to have people getting involved in the chats. Stop saying sudo every time. Bloody Claude. Okay, so we are there. Okay, let's copy what I've currently got. Check it's actually worked. LL temp. Yeah, workspace backup. Cool. That's my temp. It's not a tarball. Where is it? Oh, is it going to work? I think it will work, doesn't it? Files.zip. To unzip file in Linux. Is it just unzip? Okay. Unzip. Zip. Okay. Good. Right. That's done. Where are we? Where are we? We're here. We've done that. Copy. Because it's not OpenClaw workspace, is it? Where are we? We're in temp. Where the fuck's that come from then? Okay, I don't know what is in that. Did I? I didn't think. Okay, I'll have to look at that because that seems weird that that's appeared because I'm pretty sure I didn't have that. Okay, so it's this that I want to do. But it's not that, it's what has it done though? What's actually in that file, does it? Okay. User, what the fuck? What's the directory structure I need for all these files? Because downloading them seems to have come out in a weird structure. See Discord, please. General. Police IA. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. My first thought is like, what a terrible website. LeadForge, Candyman OS. Like, I mean, that just seems, whether this is true or not, I don't know. Like, your oil gets changed while you work. The whole drop parks in your company parking lot. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think this is just. Yeah, I think this is just hallucinating loads of stuff, basically. Like what? yeah, I mean, none of this makes any sense to me. Right? None of it works. It just seems like it's a dashboard of stuff they think they're building. So apparently, in the last 2 minutes, it's built this app that just links to its own website or something. Right. Is this something you've built then, Cadet, or something? Because I mean, it's kind of cool, but it just seems, I don't know, right, bizarre. Right. Structure of the droplet should be OpenClaw. Agents.markdown. Okay, so it wants Forge Edge, yeah, fine. Skills, projects, okay. Where are those files then? Right, let me move this up to here. Get rid of this bloody thing. Right, agent souls. Right, and then that's agents. Forge, signal, blends, skills. Okay. So let me delete that. Okay, so what is it? Let me exit this. So actually, what is it? LL. So I want to do, what is it? Everything in files, basically. Let me just get give me the command to copy all of these files in the current directory structure to the OpenClaw workspace folder. Are we also creating the memory user markdown files ourselves, or is that auto-generated? Yeah, I don't know who Peter H. Diamandis is. Never heard of him. American engineer, physician, and entrepreneur, founder of X Prize Foundation, co-founder of Singularity University. He's also founder of Zero Gravity Corporation. Yeah, I mean, he seems like a very smart person, but yeah, I mean, that website is interesting, but I mean, even you've got to admit that like it seems a bit dodgy, right? Firstly, I mean, look at the website. Secondly, 3,000 plus companies live, but then you look at the companies that it's quote unquote built in 6 minutes. Your ranch never sleeps, neither does your hand. 5hand is an AI ranch that monitors your livestock, watches the market. Like, I mean, anyone can build this. It's just an AI that hallucinates companies and then creates a website. Like, that's not building a company and making money, is it? It's just like, you know, what the hell? But again, it just makes me wonder, like, is this all just BS? That like, what's anyone actually doing? Only some other. No. Files to start. And we were doing it to what? To temp. OpenClaw upload, right. Okay. And then we SHH in. What does this command actually do? Copy those things, change permissions, and remove stuff. Right, okay. No such file or directory. Didn't we just create that? Okay. Unless it's not. Let me see what these are then. Okay. Oh, and it's probably needs to be OpenClaw, don't I? That might be why. Oh, for fuck's sake. Not resolve host name. Why do they need to resolve my host name? Oh. Let me do it via the actual command that it's given me. Right. I need to get this. Oh, fuck's sake. There we go. Right. Legal operation. Do we not want the dash R then? We don't want that dash R. No. Okay. Cool. Enjoy Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi, whatever you call it. Don't get rocketed. Right then. Honestly, since the download mangled the structure, let me just give this script that creates everything on the droplet. One command. Okay, I mean, I could have read that 2 seconds ago, couldn't I? Hold on, no, that's not going to work, is it? Ooh, it's not going very well. Let me just. Right. What's me droplet IP? Oh, why is it my permission at that? Right. How do I run a shell script again? It's embarrassing, isn't it? How do I run a shell script again? How do I run a shell script again? The way you see my brain's gone to mush from using AI so much. Okay. I mean, I'm trusting that script actually does what it says it's meant to do. Turning over all autonomy to the AI. Okay. Right, so we're at the point then. Okay, I've run that. How do we verify this is working and all the agents are there, etc.? Yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. Do get involved in the chat. We are just trying to get basically a 0 human company set up on OpenClaw with all the agents. So like a CEO, a developer, a marketing person, all this kind of stuff. Just trying to get it all set up and see if we can start to get it to create companies, create products. Okay. So if anyone's got any product ideas they would like to see my autonomous agent company build, let me know. Yeah, you can have whatever you want, Access-wise OpenClaw. Go for it. Give you all the permissions in the world. Okay, so Codex is our thing. What's the status? We haven't set up any crons, so I can't imagine we have any. Gateway is reachable. Okay, so this theory means we're good. Okay, here we go. Is it gonna work? We'll see. There aren't any. Okay. Looks. We might be in the wrong does. On the droplet. Home, OpenClaw workspace. Just copy all of this and see what Claude can derive from that. Let's just do the reset, shall we? Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Doesn't look like it is. Well, hey, looks like we are in business. Potentially. Okay, while that's going on, is this guy... Oh, yeah, he shouldn't give me API keys and that. None of them have got any money or anything on them. They're just, I think... Etherscan, yeah, none of those have got any money or credit or anything linked to them. So if you want to go and use them, go and use them. I'll have to reset them though. I'll spend half my time resetting bloody API keys when streaming. Okay, so while that's going on, how's my content thing going? Okay, please go ahead and address all those changes. So yeah, it's going to be super interesting to see how far this actually gets. As I said, I have looked at one or two things, and it seems okay. But it's going to have built, like, in theory, basically like a full SaaS product in one go. There's like 8 phases here. I don't know whether there's a list of all of them. Yeah, like setting up Django TDD, Django Q2, which is like a background processing thing, linking the AIs, AI deciding what's interesting, Discord bot, selection handler, AI writing my scripts, the selection revision loop, auto discovering and matching the content, the analytics to YouTube. Whether it's got this working or not, we'll see. But if it has done this, all of this in a reasonably good way, I'll be very, very impressed. We'll see. Okay. Paul. What does it want me to run? Just knock a compose up. Good Paul. Origin main. I can't remember. Literally, I have not written code in a few weeks. My brain has literally turned to mush. Oh no, it's not what I want to do at all. Oh, of course, now I don't have the API keys. Ugh, fuck's sake. Right. Okay, yeah, so I have run out of... So that means it must have... Oh, that's a graph. I don't know what the limits on the graph are, actually. Maybe they're way less than the 100k. But, yes. I'll spin up lens and relay its summary back here. I can't spawn or message other sessions from the sandbox right now. Session list is returning no viable sessions, and session list is blocked. Okay, fix this, please, Claude. Again, it's obviously just hallucinating stuff. Okay, try DMing it then. Same response in DM. Is this going to output my keys? I hope not. Check what sandbox keys are valid. Where's sandbox then? So we've got this. I kind of see why people just install their own thing and just say, right, here's every permission that you need for everything, rather than trying to do it in a kind of security way. So sandbox mode all. Where's sandbox there? It is all. I'll change to non-main. Tools, messaging, change to full. Don't know whether we need that one, because it seems to have exec full. Maybe that's all you need. I guess we'll see. Exit. Hello. Constantly getting these permission-y errors. Not good at all. Config change might not have happened. Pretty sure it did happen. Is it not that? This is the problem, is it just keeps giving you config stuff that doesn't actually exist. Right, do you know what I'll do is these aren't actually config. Okay. Ugh, I can't remember where it is. That's the problem. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That's what I want. Oh, is it because I'm in the wrong user? Maybe. I mean, root should have access to do everything, shouldn't it? Okay. Non-main. And what's the other one? Tools profile. I guess we'll try the sessions command again. See what we get. Is it going to work? Oh, it did work. Okay. Interesting. I'm guessing that didn't work because I'm guessing I don't have the keys. Yeah, I don't have the keys for that. I'll sort that out later. Lots of things to do. Maybe I need to get a personal assistant AI. Okay, is this going to work? What do we think? Taking bets now. Done. Awesome. Okay, so it looks like we might have it set up, which is amazing. I do need to set up a Git account for it. That's one thing I need to do. And then we need to start working out how to use it and how to get it to start building something. Viewed lens soul definition plus other relevant writing files. Based on that, here's track and report key number across cost, revenue, blah blah blah. Monitor API spend. Watch body market crib no. Local market changes, provide analytics snapshots, deliver plan. Okay, I think Claude's... Okay, but for all the bots and stuff, the agents on there, have you made them specific to me with like YouTube and Polymarket stuff? Guess we can look at the shell script and yeah, literally not what I wanted it to do. Well, no, the point of this project is to see if we can start building zero human companies via this approach. So nothing to do with Code with Tim, Whale Tracker, etc., YouTube. That's not part of this. Basically, I want to have like a research agent that goes and researches opportunities, then a builder agent that will build based on those opportunities, that kind of thing. I mean, it should be based on... Yeah. Yeah, we basically want to Oh, God. Yeah, oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, the goal is to basically replicate Kelly AI approach, right, where it's entirely autonomous. I can then prompt it and say, go and research opportunities related to X, Y, Z, or go and look at this website and see whether we can recreate the product, or look at this platform with SaaS products for sale. Can we do one better? That sort of thing. And then it goes and does all of that stuff. And then starts to build the company and build the product. Is it crystal clear though, Claude? Right, it looks like I'm going to run out of microphone battery. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm probably going to wrap up the stream now. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe. Please join Discord. Follow me on Twitter. All of those kind of things. You'll keep up to date with what's going on, and you'll see the progress we're making. And hopefully you can join me along the journey and see what we build. And hopefully we can start to make some revenue and push the boundaries with this AI tools and build an entirely, in theory, autonomous company.